Hi, and welcome to this week's Monday Live, where we here in Denmark are back to our normal time, winter time. So, for those of you that have already changed your clocks earlier, it will be, for those in Australia, it will be 10 instead of 9 hours now difference. And if you haven't changed your clocks, if you don't change your watches or clocks at all during the year, this will now be an hour earlier. So than usual, than it has been all summer. So I have two decks for you, both this week, both with fairies, the fairy tarot here, looking like this, and the back side looks like the front. And for instance, they can look like this one here, like Spring 9, and this deck is in with Danish text. And then I have an oldie but goodie, so to speak, a healing with the Fairies Oracle deck. I also have the Danish guidebook, but I don't see any use in using that. It's over in on my bookshelf. The cards are in English and looks, for instance, like this with positive expectations, and like this in the back. And as usual, if you catch me live, you have the opportunity to get your own card after I have pulled some cards for the week. There was these two cards from this Healing with the Fairies deck that fell on the floor in my Danish reading, and I said, oh, was that because I was supposed to use them? Yes, it was, but not in that reading, but in this one as in sort of an introduction. So I will show them to you first, and then I will mix them in again in the deck, and then I will pull cards for the week. And if you come on live with me, you can get a card for yourself or two for the week. So a lot is going on. And I get the two cards calling self-reliance and stand your ground. And I really get that it's about standing strong within yourself and knowing that you and the universe got your back. And it's about not letting... Good morning, Music, and good morning, Kira. Yes, I am better now than last month. Oh my God! And Tuesday, but you could get that afterwards. I wasn't sick, but I had something with my pelvic bone in my right side, and ouch. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's getting better. Chiropractor and physiotherapy and exercises, specific exercises, getting it loosened up. But anyway, I really get that this is really much about standing your ground and really like being in your light, being in your heart as much as possible, not letting yourself being how can I put it, being pulled in, being drawn in, not letting yourself react, but instead act from your heart, being very aware that you can rely on yourself. You can rely on yourself for being calm, for finding the light, for being the light, for shining the light, for acting and choosing and yeah, choosing and acting and interacting from your heart, from the heart energy, more times than not, as much as possible. And you can trust yourself in doing that. And you can trust yourself by being strong in that. And that kind of action will help counteract lots of that reaction and a lot of that stressful and fear mongering and trying to, not just trying, but also something pulling, carrying wood to the fire and even put petrol over it, so it will and not just on personal level, but also more global. So whether you have this close to you, experience something of this in your personal life, or you see it in the news, or just in general have the tendency to worry about it, you are here ask, hey, come back within yourself, stand strong within yourself, rely on yourself to hold that light, to stay in your heart energy and act from there. Maybe not every time, but as much as possible, as long as you're aware, and about these things, about that you can do this actively, then you're way more likely to actually do it and not react to whatever is going on around you that can influence you in a way that is making you stressful, and by that and fearful, and feeling anxious and stuff, and by that feeding the fire instead of feeding the calm by standing strong within your heart energy and rely on yourself to act, stay in the light, be the light. This was like real important for these times and this week and this time we are in, and continues going in with these changes. So yes, so that was the one deck, the fairy. The other one was this fairy tarot I used not too long ago. Let's see, we're going to have one card from each. Oh, how lovely. Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are very lovely. I have them too. They're so lovely. Yeah, I got that. It was Atlantis. I got it. I have a tarot card here. And after one card from each here, I will pull your cards. So if you like tarot or oracle, you can write it. If you don't, I will just let the cards choose you, so to speak. Yes. Yes. Look here. We have the autumn, spring, the prince of fall, autumn. And we have this fairy here about raising your standards. So about raising your standards, about what are you listening to? What kind of people are you interacting with? Some of them you might be able to choose yourself. And if not, you can raise your standards in how you are acting instead of reacting. You can raise your standards about when you choose what you put inside your body. You can raise your standards how you act in the world, how you are in the world. Raise your standards also about what you take in from what you see, from news or not, so raise those standards so you see and listen, and as much as possible be around people and situations that you feel are supporting you, or at least are neutral and not trying to hold you back, trying to put fear and anxiety into you and stuff. Maybe not deliberately, but still, well, news, we are just informing you of this and this and this, all the news. Yeah, right. But they could also choose to inform us about some other things going on, about, for instance, like how there's been worked on better ways to store energy than lithium batteries, for instance, and stuff like that. Difficult to find unless you know where to look. But all the wars, all the troublesome things, stuff, we get that. Yeah, I get it. It's, I get it. But I would so much wish for that also was way more easy to get all this other stuff, all these more uplifting things that gives us hope, that nourishes our hearts and our souls instead of the opposite. So raise your standards on every levels, please. And supported by that, we have the Autumn Prince here that is reliable and protective. He's protective and reliable, but he's also got a little bit of humorous sense. So so it's about being careful and smart and wise. And that you do by raising your standards. All the way around. Inside, outside yourself, raise your standards. That's being smart. That's being protective in a reliable way, not just towards you, but that will, the ripple effect. The more you stay in your heart and act from your heart, the better not just for you, but for all of us, also for Mother Earth, and for the shifts and the changes we are in, and for the outcome of that, and for the, yeah, way better, way better. And for you, Kira, getting refilled with the healing of you also heals the ones around you, and healing also the earth. So it all interacts. So this is also about being about the standard thing. It's also about being aware of being kind towards others. So that's the heart energy again, being kind towards others. That have a healing effect for the situation, for the world, for you, for them. So that's important, and then you are raising your standards, your personal standards also, just by doing so. And again, the ripple effects. Okay, so be the light you want others to be. Okay. Hi Putya, hello. So let's see, we're going to pull a card for music first, and then for Kira, and then for Putya. And yes, I'm actually quite fine, especially now where I don't have that pain coming like from my lower back area to my hip. Nerve pain, it was like terrible. So that was because of the pelvic being locked, right side of my pelvic being locked. It's better now, and it's continuing to be better. So it's like, yeah. But besides that, then I'm happy that we are back in normal time here, winter time. So our mornings are a bit lighter. The sun gets up earlier, but then of course it will set earlier too. But never mind. I like my mornings not so dark. So let's see, music, which deck? One from each. And then we're going to get Kira. So Putya, would you like a card also? So let's see. So music, we have the autumn fire, the like fire, sorry, 4. Fire is because it spells fire in English, but it's 4, the number 4. For autumn, that's 4 coins. And that's very much about too little or too much, and too little and too much. And we have about dreams coming through. So it's about very much about, okay, what are your resources? And we are speaking about, energy wise, but also like more physical resources. What are they? And how are you spending them? How are you using yourself? How are you using what you got? Are you holding on too tight, or is this, hold in your pocket energy wise, and more literally? So you feel like, whoa, what do I spend this at, both, but also energy wise, that why did I go into this when I know I get so tired? Was it necessary, So, but also about, do I want to invest some of my energy and some of myself in this or not? So too little or too much, have this in mind, because you also have these dreams coming true. So you can do that by being aware of where do you put your energy, where do you put your resources, all the more literal resources like time and money, things. Where do you spend that, on how and what? So sometimes it's a good given investment, both energy wise or more literal things with time, also this kind of time, money things, and spend. And sometimes it's better to hold a little bit back and, spend that energy, spend that money or that time on other things with other people, learning things, and, so it's a continuous weighing when to do what, too little or too much, so finding the balance between these two, so it will lead you in this direction instead of you feeling it drags you further away. So I hope that makes sense, because it's definitely yeah, dreams coming true, but it's important that you have this awareness yourself, uh, so you won't overspend energy wise or otherwise, or holding on too tight. Same. So it's really important that you put something in it yourself also, but not so much so you go run on empty in any point. I hope it makes sense for you. So yeah, so that's sort of practical stuff, so to speak. Uh, yeah, but it's already, it's not my health. My health is fine. It's the body, my body acting something. Yeah, it's physical stuff coming up, old stuff coming up, showing itself in different ways for me to release. So it's fine, it's all good, but some of the process hurt, like literally hurt, like ouch. So, but it's better. It's better. It's way better. Yeah, balance, exact music. So, Kira, we're going to get 2 from the fairies. Yeah, right. 2 from the healing with the fairies. They're both fairies, so 2 times fairies. Yes. Also 2 times from this one. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's really literally maybe. Anyway, we have a problem resolved. So there might have been something that you wonder about. There's been going thinking about how to do this, or there's been literally a problem, but now the energy is that it's resolved, and we have the new location. So it can be real literally that that's a new location. Um, um, Either living wise, job wise, or that you have moved something within yourself, so you in a way can say it has a new location. So that this part of you has a new location within you, a more prominent place. So it helps you more. For instance, it can be both real literally outside of you, but it can also be something within you where you have resolved the problem, and the problems have the new locations out of you, and you have taken in something else, given new location within yourself for change and moving forward. But it can also help you relocate yourself more literally, living wise, family wise, job wise, can help you moving forward. And maybe and that's the problem is, so that if you've been looking for a new place, a new job, new way of doing things, then by doing it another place or another way, or it's resolved, so you actually get to that. I'm not quite, I can't, it's difficult for me to get which way around. It's it's like it's both resolved and in the process at the same time, if that makes sense. So that's why it's difficult for me to pick up which way around that's the most prominent. But I hope it makes sense for you either way, Kira. I hope it makes sense for you either way. I really do. So, Oracle, yes. 2 for you, Pooja, from the Oracle. Which one of these 2, please? It's not my oldest deck, but it's one of my oldest decks. This is my oldest Oracle deck. Is it one of? No, it's my Oracle deck number 2 or 3. I think my oldest one was the Angels from the Messages, and the Messages from the Angels, also by Doreen. But I haven't got that anymore. I gave it away half a year ago or something like that. So let's see. Oh, wow. You got family harmony and positive expectations. So you can take this real literally. There's harmony in the family, so you can expect further positive things. You can expect that this is going good, this is going great, this is going in a wonderful direction. You can also take it that that there are how can I put it, if you focus on the positive things and send energy to if there are problems, you know, so you focus on the positives and sending energy to resolving in the best possible way for all involved, then there will be harmony in family, either blood family or chosen family or group you feel like family. So it goes both ways. If there's problem, by having sent the positive energy and sending light with the intention of best possible outcome for all involved, there will be harmony in that family. Or it's literally there are harmony already, and that will mean so you can already, you know, it's good energy to work with. So whatever you feel that you want to work with, there are good things, even more good things to come from that. So that's like, whoa, double plus plus here. That's nice. That's really nice, Pooja. That's really nice. That's good to hear, Query, that you think you know what's about. Thank you, because I really couldn't get. It was like it was both ways, but like it was in the middle, like it was in the process. So, but yeah, but it's good that yeah, you know what it's about. Because if you think you know what's about, and if that's what came to you at first, then it's most like that's what it's about. That's my experience anyway. So let's see, we're going to have one card from each now to all of us, and I will timestamp this afterwards. I have a little assignment for myself after this, because one in my little small Danish group, she asked for a card, but she asked after I finished, well, while I was finishing off. So I promised her to pull a card for her and put it in the group. And after that, I'm going to do some of my small exercises to keep my pelvis area not unlocked, so to speak, lock it more even up. Let's see this card in the middle here. So that's 8 to 10 times a day. It's preferably 10 times a day, but it's not taking so long time each time, but it's for, you know, keeping it flowing, keeping it moving, keeping it, helping it loosen up and stay more as it's supposed to be. Oh, wow. We have the spring 10, and look inside yourself. And this, I always think of Cinderella, you know, when she's getting all these things to do, and when she thinks she's finished, so she can go up and get herself ready for the ball. Then her stepsisters and stepmother comes with even more for her to do. So, you know, so she gets tired and, oh, there's way much to do. And this card is also saying there is so much to do. There's so much. It can be practical stuff. It can be so much. And it might be real that is a lot to do, but it might not be. It might just be you feeling like there's just too much. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to end, so to speak. And this card is asking for you to reach out for help. But with this other card here, look inside yourself. Some of the help you find within yourself, because first you go within. Okay, now I just take a minute or two, maybe 5 or 10 for myself, where, okay, relax, calm, find out what is important of these things. Is there something that can wait? Is there something where I can get other people to help, or is this really my stuff to take care of, whether it's literally something physical to do or something within yourself that's just feeling overwhelmed? And this card here is asking of you, please check within yourself and find out what is yours, what is other people, what is important to be done right here now, what can wait. So some of it that is important being done is some of it where you can ask for help. Can you reach out to other people to help you doing the practical stuff, or can you reach out to other people helping you find the calm within yourself, so you can see what is important and what may not be so important, both inside of you and outside of you, so you stop stressing yourself out, because there is no reason for that. Well, it might feel like it, but but really, it's also the tens are an end of a cycle, so to speak. So you are where it can feel a lot, and there might be a lot of things to do. There might be a lot of practical things also. There might just have been a lot of things happening, both practically and inside of you. And that's why it's important that you look inside yourself and find out, okay, take time, make some space for you and say, okay, now I'm fine. What is really important here? Can something wait? Is it important or not? Oh, I see this. Hello and welcome, and hello, Pixie Dust. You will get your cards after. Is it important or not? Can I do this myself, or is this something that's important that I ask for help, whether it's something outside of you or inside of you, And by that, you can begin to see, okay, I can see the solutions. I can see the way out, so I can unstress, de-stress myself. So it's easier for me to see where to find the help for what is needed help for, and what can wait, and what is important that I take care of more immediately, more urgently, So that's also, but look inside yourself. It's important also with the other cards we had earlier to find it within yourself and it's in there. The answers are in there, but it's important that you take that time, make that space to go in there for the answers and see, okay, what's important, what can wait, where can I get help for if it's too much for myself. So, because you got the answers within yourself, you got the answers. So that's important. So let's see. So now it's Anne. Hello, Suja, welcome. I will get to you. I will take Anne Hammond now, and then I'll take Pixie Dots, and you are going to get an Oracle card from here with the Fairies. So, and listen, you have the positive expectations card. And if you have something going on or wishing for, then you can really help it along. But having positive expectations for the outcome, or, the general light-hearted approach to life will also help help even more positive outcome, even more, so sort of feed itself. That heart energy gives more heart energy, sending out love gives more love, so equals attracts equals. So by being this positive soul, by sending out the hearts and the loves and all that, then you can also expect all that positive, all that good coming back to you. So it's working, it's flowing. So keep doing what you're doing if you're already doing it. If you feel it's not flowing that much, then just turn it up a notch and it will begin flow again. Yeah. If you not just feel it, you probably are light also. It so makes so much sense. So just continuing doing what you're doing, and it will work out. It will work even more for you than it already does. So now it's Pixie Dust. tarot, one from each, and then after that, Sudha Rani, I will come to you. But that's a yes/no question. I'm not into yes/no questions. I'm going to see the energy around it and see what's going on. I read it. You're more into after. I've done this for Pixie Dust. I just love that name, Pixie Dust, especially when we have the fairy and the fairy. That's so nice. Oh, that's interesting. We have the follow your dreams, and then the autumn four of autumn. So that's also really about too little or too much, as I spoke of before. I don't know if you were in there when I spoke of it for music, but where do you spend your energy? Where do you spend your money, your time, your resources of any kind? Do you spend too much, too little, or maybe some places you overspend energy or not invest too much energy or time? So it's really about, okay, if this card is also asking you to follow your dreams, so it's important that you find out, if you don't really already know, what are your dreams, and then spend energy and time towards that, instead of spending in it and real resources also, instead of spending it on everything else, unless it's thank you, Han. Unless it's important for having a roof over your head or something to eat. Of course, that's it's important also. But these cards here are asking of you to, okay, take a good look of where are you spending your time, your money, your resources, your energy. Are you spending it on things and places and people and situations that brings you closer to your dream, or further from, or at a standstill, still stand, and then adjust as needed, so you can be able to follow your dream. So you will follow your dream more. That's what these cards are supporting you in, and that what this card and the fairies are asking you to do. Please do so, then it will be even better. So thank you, Anne. Thanks, fairy. Yeah, well, maybe I might gotten these two fairy decks calling me today, because I just watched one of the lessons I signed up for with Valentine fairy. I can't attend the live sessions due to the time. That's usually when we are eating or something like that, or later, or preparing. It's just doesn't work for me practical. So I usually watch replay when I have the time and energy. And I was set a little bit back last week in time with all the treatments for my pelvic area. So yeah, well, anyway, but I watched that. So I'm kind of more in the fairy energy right now. So that might be the reason. So let's see, what are you writing there, Sudharani? Yeah, me and my uncle buy a paternal house, which has its ownership in a third party. Okay. To buying my paternal house and give it to my parents. Oh, smart. Yeah. When I read that word oversmart, I just get like, poof, oversmart. That's sort of best to avoid. But I will see the energy, because the oversmart, it's, oh, good. I hope it's something else, because that's not. Can you please write another? Then I will thank you, Pixie. But what you want to know, if it's possible for you to get that house in some way, so you can give it to your parents. Good morning, Timothy. Yeah, I am well. Yeah, I will. Yes. Okay, that's better. So I will see, let's see, going to put tarot here. I'm going to pull a card for the likelihood of you buying it, and a card for the likelihood of your uncle buying it. And then I will see if it's clear or not so clear. So, likelihood of you buying it. Come on, cards. Because yes, no, not my area. Often, yeah, sometimes, but usually not so much when there's this kind of. It's more like likelihood and percentages that I work in, so works better. So this is the likelihood for you, likelihood for your uncle. Okay. So the likelihood for you is summer 10, and that's very, for you getting, for you buying a house, that's a very good, that's a very high likelihood. It gives, this card speaks of emotionally rich life with family or friends, and also about taking care of your children. But well, yeah, in this case, maybe your parents are your children, where, because that's a place where you lived up and you want to, return that loving feeling to them by that. And it's about person you can trust. So I will say the likelihood of you buying it is high. It's very high. And then we give this autumn 4 again for your uncle's likelihood, and it's a sort of a yes and no card at once, because it's too little and too much. So it's about it. I get that if he sort of so it might not feel that it's a smart. It can be a smart thing for him to do, and then the likelihood is higher. And if he gets that it's not that smart, it's about for him to find the balance about what he wants to spend his, in this case, money on or not. So it depends on what he sort of, where he feels drawn to, what if he really wants to spend what's needed on that house. Maybe he wants to not spend enough, maybe he wants to spend too much, and it gets too much for him, and maybe that can be a place where you can talk with him, but anyway, you have a high likelihood for it to end up on your hands. But I really get, because we're also working with the fairies here, that the dishonesty and honesty and stuff, please stay away from that. But there is, yeah, okay, he can be a little manipulative, yes. But when you know that, and then you can take measures, because that, and this is too little, too much. So maybe he's doing too much, maybe he's doing too little, maybe he's trying to make it look that he's not offering so much, and then he's in reality offering way more, or or the other way around. So you feel discouraged, and then he will get it for less. But you have a high likelihood for being able to get this. And if it's not getting for you to, if it's not going on your hands to give to your parents, then you will certainly find out other ways to help your parents, so you can have this nice feeling that the summer 10 is representing, this nice family feeling and belonging and helping each other and being a family. So it's not going to be that house exactly. Then another opportunity that is at least quite as good will show itself. I really get that. But you have a high chance of being able to give your parents something that will make you and them feel really happy. And it can be the home you have in your eyes. But yeah, this is maybe not. It can go both ways. So go into it with honesty and the intention of the family feeling and the love for family and your parents, and for yourself, of course, also. And then if this is not the house you can give back to them, then something else will show that also will bring you happiness and extra family feeling. So I hope that that helps you. Yeah, I hope that helps. Thank you, Pitskidas. Thank you. Yeah, I am well. And Timothy, I'm going to pull you a card. I know you are busy today. I heard your video last morning chat yesterday. I haven't seen the long one because it came on so late in the day that I didn't have Sunday, you know, and other people around me. So I will see if I can. Yeah. Yes, do that and see if it works, and if not, then be open to something at least as good will show itself that can give your parents and you that feeling of, you know, connecting through this homey family feeling. So there's a good chance for this, but with his card also, I can't say 100%. I can't. Somewhere between, let's see, 80, 90, 85 and 90%, but that's still 10 to 15% in your uncle's favor. So yeah, you know. You're welcome, Sudha, and I hope for the best. So, Timothy, let's see what the card has for you. There's the Oracle card first, maybe a tarot also. No, yes, no. Well, Timothy, you got the making new friends. Let's see, what do I get from this? New friends, literally new friends, like people friends. Yes and no, okay. That's sort of weird. Going to get an extra also to see what's this about. It's, yes, it's making new friends. Yes, so some new people or not people coming into your life that has this friend energy over them. Yeah. Okay. It can be sort of other realmsly, if that's a word, because we have the feeling safe. So reaching out. Yeah, it get that it both can be people, but also sort of non-people, but in a people-like way. Hope it makes sense. And so yeah, new people or old people that comes in a new way, or people that were but are not there anymore, either in your life or in life itself. Outer earthly, people like but not people. Angels, no. Fairies, no. I don't know what the words are for it, but what kind of energy is this? Give me the energy, please. Get this warm, not like fire warm, but you know, like pleasant warm, like coziness, like when you cozy up, you know, with a warm cup of tea or cocoa or coffee or whatever you're for. That this kind of cozy warm feeling. I get that sort of energy here. So when you do your little meditations, if not something come to mind like that, you know, like an impulse, then ask for them to show themselves, or in a way that you understand. And that can be a friend for you to support you and to get interact with in other ways also. It's not the wording, but that's sort of the feeling, that's the sense of it. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. It's like sort of, okay, it's sort of like it's here, but it's not here. It's like a crossover of yeah, if we use the words we know, it's sort of a crossover between dimensions, if that makes any sort of sense. It can also, of course, this one be literally a new person within your life that helps you feel more safe in an uncertain situation. But I also get that's really much this other thing also, but that can also be in extra, as an extra person in your life, coming in and helping you feeling safe in whatever situation is going on. I hope it makes sense for you, and I hope it's helping. And Timothy, I also hope that your day will bring solutions and pleasant situations and nice situations more than the opposite. So the balance is to your favor instead of the opposite. I really wish that for you. So are we going to round this up with the card? Yes, no. Yeah, one from each. We're going to round this up with one from each, and then it's it for today. I also need to get up, stretch myself a little bit, walk a little bit around, and do my little bit of small loosening up exercises before I go for a walk more. Because of the locked pelvic, it was locked. I can't go for so far at a time, so I walk many times instead. But yeah, it's better now. Well, that's so interesting. We got the follow your dreams again. So this is important energy. That's important that we remember where do we want to go and take steps towards that. And we have the autumn 8 that ask us to keep on going, because we know what to do and we are good at it. And if we don't feel good at it, we do it some more, then we will be better, you know. So go on. If there's something you feel unsure for, then you are asked to not explore. It can be that look into it and find out about things. Ask people that might know something about what to do, how to do. Seek up informations. Talk with someone that have some more life experience in that area to gather information and to how to best, go towards this kind of feeling, this kind of, it can also be away from anxiety. It can be towards joy and happiness, and be toward the feeling of knowing that everything will be okay, so reach out to people, seek information that can help you in that direction, and then just move on, and follow that step by step. For each step you get closer. Make sure you get closer to your dream, instead of stepping, walking stepping in the same place all the time, or taking steps in the opposite direction or away in other ways. That is also what you are asked here to do. So yeah, and it might not be something that just, poof, right there, but you will get there. It can be, it can also be a more long-term project that you just keep oh, that's too far out in the future. But no, even the longest trip starts with one step. And this is what you are invited to do. And this is what is important you remember. One step at a time, you will get there. Just follow your dreams. You use that as a guideline. And you can always use your heart as a guide. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see that, Timothy. It does. I wonder if you somehow can talk to his higher self, your higher self. You go within yourself and you little meditate and ask to speak to your father's, your dad's higher self, and through that sort of get connection, get your message to him, and maybe get some answers also, because you can't get them from himself in the physical state he's in. But by your higher self connecting to his higher self in your little meditates, that might do the trick. So yeah. Or meditate, or when you meditate, find a place that's where you feel safe and supported, and then ask him in that place in the meditation, to meet him there in the meditation, and then you have the conversation in there in that field. I did that with my mother in the forgiveness meditation exercise, and it helps so much. And I did it before. I think I did it a year, 1.5 year or two before she died. So it was like, way, that was good. But you can also do it when he's sort of half away already, because it's, yeah. So that's a couple of suggestions you can use if they feel right, or you can use them for inspiration for what feels right for you in the situation. So when you can't get contact for him, you can, sort of befriend him at another plane, another level, instead, not in where he is like physical, literally now, but either his higher self, or in a place where you are, and then ask him, and then it's sort of his essence, his soul you are speaking to in your meditation, instead of his physical body that's not really here most of the time. So that's a way to do it. It worked with my mother. So I think it can also work for you with your dad, or any other you feel that comes to mind. Yeah. So I think that was it. Oh, I've been sitting here for over 50 minutes. So my back and I need to get up. Oh yeah, you can see I have a red panda on today. My little red panda. I love my little red panda. In a way, I'm so glad and happy and thankful and grateful for you all being here today. I was wondering a little bit, because, for some of you, it's an hour earlier, for some of you an hour later, for some of you, same time, if you're following the same time shifts that I am. So I was like, well, but it turned out really lovely and really nice. And yeah, so I will thank you all, and take care. Oh, a pizza. You can just get a card. I was just about to close down because I need to get out, but you can get one card and then that's it. And then I need to timestamp this also, but I need to stretch myself a little bit first before I timestamp. A pizza, you're going to get one card from the Fairies. Yeah, both the Fairies from the Orakel. And then that's it. You just got, just in time, this one here. This is a card coming up a lot today, both here and in my Danish reading. Follow your dreams. So, but I get here that it's not just like if you have a dream and a goal and taking steps towards, it's also if you get messages through your dreams, like literally, then take notice of that. You're so welcome, Timothy. You're so welcome, and I wish all the best for you and your dad. But a pizza, I really get here that you are also like dreams, like messages from dreams, that take them to heart and see maybe if you, I don't know if you remember your dreams. I often don't, but here lately I've been, I have woken up, so I remember sort of my dreams. Sometimes I remember bits and pieces from it, and sometimes I remember the setting, the energy, the feel of it. So this is both, take steps towards your dreams instead of away from or standing still, but also like literally when you're having dreams, if you feel that you have some messages from there, find ways where you can get to those messages, get to those hints and guidelines from your dreams, because I really get there's also messages in your literal dreams for you here, for you to follow and listen to, and help you in life also. So this is sort of a double message for you, both following your dreams, but also, you know, out in life, but also find ways to get the messages from your dreams to you to help you, guide you in your life. So I hope that helps. So now I have to, no matter someone else gets in or not. Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. I hope it also will be amazing for you. And thank you all, also you, and for the hearts, and all of you for participating. Oh my God. Oosh. I really need to get up and get moving here. So bye and have a nice day, all of you, or afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, or whenever you watch this video. I will just go up, get myself a good stretch, and then I will do a timestamp before I go for a walk. So bye for now, and catch you hopefully next Monday. Meanwhile, take a look around my channel to see if something else catches your eye, some of my little series, or my pick cards reading, newer or older, whatever, you know, what something might catch your eyes, and the message in there, that will be something for you if it catches your eyes and attention. Even though it's 1 or 2 years old, it will still be something in there. So bye for now. Take care from my heart to yours. Bye.